While we're on tour with In This Moment, I get a call from Chris Motionless. And he's like, yo, Alicia, I've been watching Cherry Bombs for a bunch of years. I love what you guys do. I've been trying to think of a way to incorporate you guys into my show. I just didn't really know how. But I saw you guys doing this thing within this moment, and that finally sparked something, and now I've figured it out, right? And he wanted to bring 2 of our performers out for the tour that was gonna be happening, immediately after we got back from the UK.
When we were thinking about doing performers on this leg of this tour, it's sort of returning to something that we tried diving into in the past. It was cool for what it was, but at the level and caliber that we feel like our shows should be, there really only is, one choice that you want to make, and of course that is Cherry Bombs. There's a reason why Slipknot and In This Moment and so many bands are supportive of and behind them. It's because it's as good as it gets. It really wasn't a question. It was more like, okay, how do we convince them that this is just as good of an idea as we see it as? So yeah, thankfully it worked out, and it's been like a dream come true every night.
Here I am, 6-week tour, 4 days home, UK for 10 days, another 4 days home, and then another 6 weeks out with Motionless and White.
So we took like maybe a day off, and then we were back in rehearsals. We were learning Werewolf, we were learning Sign of Life, we were learning Eternally Yours.
Chris and I did a lot of communicating as to what he wanted, when he wanted it to happen, what he wanted it to look like. He has a very clear idea of what he wants, which I really appreciate. But he also gave me just enough room to have some creative freedom, and then we could bounce ideas back and forth with one another.
They came so prepared. They knew exactly when they wanted us out for each song. They had time stamped. So we got to listen to the music and kind of like understand what Chris's vision was. So we worked in the studio. Alicia and I came up with the movement, and we weren't really sure what to expect with this. And so when we showed Chris what we came up with, he was so excited.
The Motionless and White guys came here for pre-production in Las Vegas, so I was able to be there with Amanda and Talitha to send them off and get them rehearsed with Chris and the band. Kissed my girls goodbye, wished them well, sent them on their way, and I knew they were going to be in great hands with the Motionless and White camp.
Catering. It was good today. It was actually really good. The other day we had deli meats and cheeses, and they were like, just make your own sandwich and figure it out. And that was fun. Sometimes they give you a panini press. Do that. It's my favorite part, is finding out what the catering is. The desserts are always really good though.
The Motionless and White tour was awesome. They asked us how much space we wanted for our world, which is basically like where you would set up your costumes for quick changes, where you set up your props, and both her and I have never experienced someone asking us how much space we wanted.
Once we got things rolling, once we got our system down, it was really nice and calm. The guys were all really sweet, really respectful.
The kindness of everyone in that crew was so nice.
Suck our dicks on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, Twin Cities, suck our dicks. Yeah, yeah.
They come out on the second song, and that's when I come on. Like when I look around and see the grinders and the sparks around us, my show begins a whole new level at that moment.
So they hit the stage and I started crying. Like I was such a proud mama bear. I just started tearing up and crying because it's rare that, you know, you create something in the studio and then you're able to watch it on a stage, especially because I perform with them so much. So I don't really get to see it from the audience perspective. And today I got the chance to do that, and it was the coolest thing ever.
Everyone really seemed to be grateful for everything that we added to their show. Even the guys from the other bands, they all were very like, wow, you guys brought their show up to another level. Like we thought that, you know, they were great already, but damn, like this is amazing. So it was really, really cool to be on tour with Motionless.
Every year, Cherry Bomb shoots a calendar, and we keep changing up the theme every year too. And for 2023, we decided we wanted to work with an animal rescue group that was local to Las Vegas, and we would donate a portion of our profits to them throughout the whole year from our calendar sales. We decided to call this calendar Rescues and Rock.
Each of us had a rescue or an alumni from their rescue, and we all took photos with a dog, and we all had a different genre of rock and roll, which was really, really fun. Because the dogs also got to dress up, and that was just a hoot and a half. The fact that they stay on so well. You got not. Have a day to have a great day.
Sorry, laugh. Hey guys, this is Hartley and we just finished our shoot. He is the goodest boy. I think he stole the show. I didn't have to do much. Bless his little cotton socks. He let us put the little fringe on him, so he had his little emo fringe, and I really liked my theme because I was an emo kid. I had the hair, I had the bracelets.
Hi, I'm Marilyn and I'm Yacht Rock. Is that awkward? It was a lot of fun. I had this big ol' puppy dog. I think his name was Gus. He was a cutie.
So mine was industrial metal, and I've never listened to industrial metal. I didn't know what it was. I grew up on country music. I Googled it. I had no idea what the wardrobe was. My puppy's name was Tony, and he was a little Frenchie that his little back legs didn't work. And he was a sassy little boy who had places to go. And he could scoot. My dog's name was Violet. She had a lot of energy. We had Violet like down in front of me, and I'm trying to like get a pose figured out that kind of works with her, and she was just so excited, and every time I wasn't touching her, she would just run away. So we had to try to figure out a pose I could do where I could keep my hand on her so that she knew she was safe. Like that?
I love shooting with Radiant Ink. They always make sure that, you know, we look amazing, and it's a great energy working with them.
Hey, we're Radiant Ink, and we are photographers here in Vegas.
We got adorable pictures out of them for the Cherry Bombs 2023 calendar.
Radiant understands my vision, they understand what I want to do with these calendars, and their work is flawless. I always know every time I shoot with Radiant Ink, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be great. They're gonna set me up for success.
This is Panther, and he will be available for adoption soon from Animal Help Alliance. And he's absolutely beautiful and so sweet and kind and just so much fun. You can tell that he just has so much energy and he has a lot of love to give.
Hey, we're Animal Help Alliance. We're a nonprofit 501c3 in Las Vegas. We rescue special needs dogs, bullies.
This rescue shelter has such a big heart, you know, for animals with disabilities and making sure they get the proper home that they deserve. Everyone should go get a puppy from this shelter because the work they do is absolutely amazing.
So this was just a really fun way for Cherry Bombs to give back to our community and hang out with some adorable pups and have fun shooting calendar pictures at the same time. So if you want to support Animal Help Alliance, you can go to their website, or you can purchase a calendar from us and we will donate a part of the profits to them. So we've done a lot in the past year, and I'm really excited as to where things are going for Cherry Bombs. I think you're gonna see some new surprises as to where we perform. You might see some surprises as to how often we perform and where.
I think we're all working individually, pushing ourselves and trying to see what else we can do with our bodies and with, you know, other props and seeing what's next for us. We're in creation mode.
I'm going to be working on 2 brand new shows that I'm very excited to debut going forward. So that's next on the agenda. As we all know, things can come up and we never know what's gonna happen, but I know I got my people, they got my back, I got theirs, and I'm really stoked for the future and what's next.